The crypt, the key, the ghost. In this catacomb we shall find whatever Napoleon sought. Whose side is he on anyway? His own, I suspect. Again, no commentary on the glowing hooded figure. You know, it's just kind of there. A crown of thorns.
Now for that artifact.
Allow me.
Oh no,
What
my lantern.
skill stealing the key? Much obliged.
Should I notify the Commandant?
Tell him that I resign.
Dang, this is like cutscene Jensen or something.
What now?
Arno is completely stealthy as long as you don't play badly, and of course, one.
Leon, how did you find me?
I know what I'm doing. All of France is counting on you.
That may or may not be true,
Thank you.
Leon.
Now get out of sight, I mean it. It's time to find out what's inside that temple.
And the Capitaine?
He shall fall! For I am an assassin.
So I've got to find some way to refill my lamp. I can't get past those horrible crawling things. This is a much better endgamey thing than some very bad puzzles. Can I jump down there? Whoops. Unfortunately, I can. Captain Rose, or Capitaine, you are going down. I mean, unless he gains whatever magic power is within the temple and uses it to destroy me. And by magic, I mean sufficiently advanced technology. This game really hedges its bets. In theory, it's all science fiction, nothing mystical per se, but the sixth sense of the precursors is pretty mystical. I do like their explanation for how Pieces of Eden can be used to control people. The idea is that since humankind was created as a slave race in the first place, they just built control points into us. Dang, lots of boons here. Looks like this is a part of the catacombs that people didn't usually get out of successfully. Is this where I was before? Looks like it. So how do I make further progress? If I could get up there, it would be good. If I could get there, if I could get there, if I could get there. But how do I get to either of those places? Well, through this door. And how do I raise the door? We are at an impasse. Doesn't look like I can activate this a second time. Going down there would not be helpful, I think, unless I need to refill my lantern. Can't climb that. I could jump down there, but I don't want to. This is... Oh, hello. I see. Mystery solved.
Merde.
Nice. Okay, I see what to do here. The water put my lantern out, but I go in here, open the other door. From here I can refill the lantern. And this time, I can go all the way around without running into that watery issue. Ah. Mistakes were made. I guess they had to have a climactic lantern sequence, even though the lantern is not a particularly good game mechanic. So really by had to have, I mean didn't have to have. I guess they do have, I'll put it that way, I guess they do have a climactic lantern sequence. Making no comment on whether this is good or bad, other than to say it's not good. So now I can just go through both doors and climb back up from here. Which I do somehow. Like this, yes. Don't want to fall into that water mist or I will undo all of my work. I just want to... Oh shit, that's close. Alright. Let's go lanternously this way. Now. And here then is the lantern point. The temple.
Who built this place?
Okay, that's cool. I accept that this is cool. Bats everywhere. A vast cavern, a void. Rock with the appearance of floating. Though I suspect it is indeed anchored. That's pretty cool. Better turn the lantern out if I want to be stealthy. Whoa, shit. I don't really want to plummet into the endless void. Looks like there's a second leader. If I could berserk them both, they'll kill each other. Oh. Got him. Haha. Of course, the thing about berserk people is they do also attack you. So I've got to get a little way away here. Why are these people, just kind of lining up here? Well, one of them's not, so I guess he dies. But most of them are like... Well, I guess I can fulfill my double assassination quota quite easily. Oh, now I'll need to get out of combat to do that.
Are you running home to hide?
Trespassers will be killed on sight.
What? Now they want to fight me. This is weird. You're weird. And you made a bad mistake. I don't think I can double assassinate these guys. Ah, they were too far apart. Oh well. Man, look at that cool glowing pillar thing. I'm gonna climb it. If anyone heard what that guy was saying, you can lol along with me. Lol. Yeah, that's a glowing blue light. Good stuff. So there's a few more people in between me and Rose. But they shouldn't pose too much of a threat. Oh, what's this? Was that some luminescent something or other? Lantern time. Answer? No, it wasn't. Alright. I have no actual proof that the lantern makes you less stealthy, it just seems like it should. Consider yourselves gotten, gentlemen. It was a relief to hear Arno say, "For I am an assassin," to Leon earlier on. Whoa, it's a dog. It means that whatever happens in the story, he is at least not getting, like, de-assassined. Well, you can't berserk them all. If you know what I say, if you can't berserk them, shoot them in the head.
Vanished to the bloody mists yet.
Yep. I vanished into several meters above you. We can use meters, right? This is revolutionary France. I don't have to vanish into anybody's feet. It's a shame the next game will be set in Victorian London, where they still use the Imperial system. In fact, they are the Imperial system. What? A cutscene.
The devil do I get it? Open, damn you!
What is that? It's a mask thing.
The artifact will never be yours.
Look, more people than I thought. That's okay, I've got plenty of smoke bombs. They're all blinded, nice. In fact, it looks like Rose is blinded too, so I can just kill him. Ah, that's easy. What?
I've commandeered the artillery required to break this siege. Steal the artifact, and your reward shall be far greater than anything Commandant Bonaparte has offered. Where do I deliver it? To the Lady Eve.
The Lady Eve. I wonder who that is. I wonder if it's someone who's explained in the rest of the storyline. Oh my god, it's another puzzle. Okay, I mean, I like puzzles in theory. I play a lot of puzzle video games. Just, I hope it's a better puzzle than the other puzzles. So I could, for example, light this brazier. There's a line there on the ground. Tibbs, your lantern is empty. So many bats. Too many cooks, too many bats. They're pretty cute, actually. I do like the glowing blue rectangles. I have a personal fondness for those. Okay, so there's a line on the ground here if I light this brazier, whereas if I come over here, there are multiple lines. Whoa. So I'm going to call this up fork, right fork, down fork line, and assume I want to light braziers in that order. In which case I should be de-lighting this one. Well, I'll just light them all and hope they all go out. I'm assuming this is another light them in order puzzle. Anything beyond that is probably just going to be more unfun, so let's hope for the best. Yep, they all go out. Okay, so, reminder, up fork, right fork, down fork, lock line. Up fork. Right fork. Down fork. Hang on, that right fork was facing left. Does that mean I've got the up and down backwards? We'll find out in a sec. Line. In fact, hang on. All of these are facing in different directions. That means I've got to describe them differently. I've got to count lines instead. What we've really got here is 2, 4, 3, 1. Okay. Two. 4. 3. 1.
Vive la France!
Okay, that was a good puzzle.
Get him! Citizen, hold there! Steal the artifact!
Why did it go up there?
Come up! I'll bring him down!
Why did it go up? Can I climb this? I'm generally pretty good at climbing things. Looks like that says yes. Vive la France indeed. Ah no. Do I in fact have to go around somewhere else to get up there? Like all the way back out of the temple? Oh no, here we go. Okay. That's pretty glowing. Not only is it emitting light and sparks itself, as well as this kind of murmuring noise, it is also causing lines of light to zip through the air all around it. Pretty mystical. I want it.
Now, old friend, we shall see why they're after you.
Oh my god, it's a lantern. Old friend? The head of St. Denis. Hold B to charge this ancient relic. Oh yeah. That's a piece of Eden, alright. Oh my god, the bats! The bats! It appears to summon bats en masse.
What dark magic is this? That Commandant must never have it.
It's extremely unclear how this operates. Well, I guess dark magic covers it. Though I suspect that's not literal. Ah. The problem is I can't actually fight right now while carrying the head. And if I get hit, it breaks the charge. So I do actually have to be a little careful here. Despite having an incredibly powerful artifact on my side, I could technically die here. I wonder what it really does. Like, this can't be what it's meant for. Summoning bats. Or could it? Maybe the precursors had some mysterious, very good reason to do that. Dang. Oh, you know what? I bet I could find if I actually turned it off. Can I? Oh no, I can't use the lantern key to turn it off. Because it's not a lantern, it's like, well, from Arno's point of view, it's a magic item. Cool. It's that scroll I wanted.
Ah, dear Arno, our hopes as to the future condition of the human species may be reduced to 3 points.
Napoleon
shit.
Bonaparte, you are under
Apple.
arrest for treason and deserting your post.
The destruction of inequality between different nations. The progress of equality in one and the same nation.
Final passengers!
This must reach Al-Mualim in Cairo.
Ha!
And lastly, the real improvement of man.
So I do know what that monologue was about. I looked up the scroll Arno was after for the Marquis, and it was a famous treatise on political philosophy, written by someone who got executed by the revolution. So that was an apple of Eden, and it was, I suspected it was because when I said, yeah, oh no, I know what this is earlier, the way you use it is very similar to the way Ezio uses an apple in one of the earlier games. Interesting that he's sending it to Cairo. Presumably there is a powerful assassin order there or something. Not an uncool side story. The catacombs were a good hook. Like, the whole point of this town is like, it's a dreary little place with mass looting going on. And all sorts of things being dug up from the dark. Ancient relics, things of power that have been considered godly and buried. The so-called head of St. Denis. A statue's head or a mummified head with an apple of Eden inside it. I should probably fast forward through these. A lot of people work at Ubisoft, even at one studio. In fact, I might not play all of these credits, because it's going to be the actual game's credits coming up soon. Though I would kind of like to see what's going on here. Like, it's zooming in on the mask, I think. But I mean, yeah, I've already seen that, of course. Presumably this temple will just remain in the catacombs, still containing advanced technology, or at least bits of glowing light. It's a bit hard to tell with the first civilization. A lot of their sites didn't really contain technology per se. It's more like living stone and stuff which seems to die after a while. There's nothing really to read about it. A lot of credits. Very large credits. Absolutely large quantity. I see team lead, mobile, game designer, release and build specialists, operations, programmers in Cryova, Storm team, product manager, lead programmer, DNA team, tools programmers, Uplay PC, lead QC. I wonder if I can skip them since they are just DLC credits. Can I skip them? Turns out, yes, thank goodness. You would not believe how many people it takes to make one of these games. The Lantern of St. Denis isn't... What? I get to carry this thing around? Napoleon's wrist. And then he's on a wrist. Leading the royal army to victory in Egypt. That's interesting. As Cairo is, of course, in Egypt. So I get to carry the Lantern of St. Denis around now, although it's not, it no longer appears to have the power to conjure unlimited quantities of bats. Probably a good thing for game balance. I guess you just get the ability to make light at will. That's cool. It's nice to light things up sometimes. It'll be useful in the rest of the game. Excuse me, I've got to do this street event because they compel me. The power of St. Denis compels me. Okay. And if I turn the lantern off, it just keeps hanging creepily at my belt. Oh, I see what's happened. He's taken the Apple of Eden out of it and just built an actual lamp into it or something. Well, that's not creepy at all, Arno. Just a holy relic hanging from your belt, looking very spooky. That was Dead Kings. This was Franciade. Pretty large DLC, really, sort of expansion pack sized. And they had to bundle it all in for free because the game release was such a disaster. Well, that's a shame for someone at Ubisoft who probably wanted to make more money than they did, but it wasn't bad. It was like of similar quality and scope to the rest of the game. Some of the gimmicky mechanics were ill-thought. The lantern and the puzzles, the lantern puzzle things that surrounded it, not so good. But the basic thing of let's add another town and put some missions and things in it, it works. It was nothing special, but it was okay. It was nice to get closure on what it was Napoleon stole from the king's study. Alright, I'll take a recording break, and when we come back, we'll be back in Paris during the actual revolution. Doing things unrelated to it, of course.